The year is 2017 and singer, songwriter, comedian, and internet provocateur George Miller is at an impasse. While he had seen major successes through his Filthy Frank and Pink Guy characters, garnering tens of millions of views per video and reaching the top of the charts with his album Pink Season, he had created a genre on YouTube and found an audience for his off-the-wall offensive comedy. Along with similar creators like Idubbbz and Maxmoefoe, the trio's videos represented a counterculture uncommon on the platform at the time. And at their peaks, videos like Hair Cake, Deadly Twister, and Super Trash Bros served as a refreshing, albeit edgy, change of pace for the platform as a whole. All of this was about to start tumbling down though, with YouTube's adpocalypse all but destroying a once lucrative and thriving career. And while Max and Chad have retained parts of what made those videos so special through their series Cold Ones, George jumped ship at arguably the perfect time, choosing to chase a music career and abandon his roots on YouTube. And while this might have come off as strange for some, his pursuit towards serious music was always the plan. But before we jump into it, if you like what you see, consider hitting that subscribe button. Even though Joji's rise was through YouTube, his goal was always music, with his initial plan being to use sketch comedy as a way to promote his serious project. All of that was flipped on its head though with the release of his first Filthy Frank video in 2012. As the character grew, the lines between Frank and George became quickly blurred, with George feeling unable to pursue serious projects. Joji isn't the first person to use YouTube as a catalyst for their serious music career, and plenty of artists today still use comedy videos as a way to pursue their passions. But the intensity and brashness of what Filthy Frank was at its core made it harder to disassociate the two. As Frank grew, he moved the character off his original dizastamusic channel and onto its own channel, TV Filthy Frank. And while he started a separate vlog channel that was out of character in an effort to pursue content outside of Frank, it didn't last long. Through the pressure to keep this character going, with millions of fans watching weekly and the videos getting crazier through every upload, it's clear that Joji felt there was no way to have each part of his personality coexist. His first two official Joji songs, the two singles to his since cancelled Burbank debut, were released secretly in late 2015 in an effort to completely separate them from his somewhat toxic fanbase. But they were quickly discovered to be George's music by fans. And while there were moments of his 2017 Pink Guy project Pink Season, like We Fall Again, that alluded to his future plans, fans wouldn't have to wait long for his major label debut, with him signing to 88 Rising and releasing his first EP, In Tongues, later that year. With the chips stacked against him, his toxic fan base, YouTube's content crackdown, and mounting pressure to push the envelope further, the real catalyst for his dramatic career shift was stress-induced seizures exacerbated by the intensity of filming Frank videos. George absolutely could have continued the Pink Guy character and pursue music with the fanbase he had accumulated through YouTube, but his conscious effort to make music with such an opposite feel and energy was the main driver in his disassociation with the Filthy Frank brand and the kindling of his mainstream success. Watching Joji's trajectory over the last 6 years, for most of his time at 88 Rising, it's been pretty clear that he's been playing the industry game. The success of his debut LP Ballads 1, its 5-time platinum single Slow Dancing in the Dark, and him becoming the first Asian artist to top the hip-hop R&B charts, created a new mainstream fan base that he had always hoped for, with many of his fans not even knowing who Filthy Frank is. But its 2020 follow-up Nectar lacked much of the sonic cohesion that made its earlier releases so interesting. I've seen Joji live 3 times now, and his shows always feel like the two sides of him fighting on stage. One minute he's playing Smash with his DJ and shooting t-shirt cannons, and the next he's singing the most devastating song. It's clear that even though Filthy Frank is gone, George is still the same guy who finds the same things funny, and the further he gets from his videos, the more it seeps into his persona. And with this new mysterious Plumcorp YouTube channel posting videos that feel like they were ripped directly off of his pre-Filthy Frank channel, it's clear that the mind behind the characters is still there. He's just behind the camera. So what do you think? Do you like the direction Joji has gone in since Filthy Frank, or do you miss the old content? Let me know down in the comments, and thanks so much for watching. Hit the like button if you liked the video, and consider sticking around and subscribing. I'll see you in the next one.